submission. As we know, our partnership with Chikara bringing us this tournament, giving us that spot in the King of Trios. And they wanted to feature for the AIW fans to show just what that partnership can bring.
Well, let's not forget that Chikara is going to be returning right here to the West Park Party Center on June 27th. It's going to be a doubleheader with our biggest show of the year, Absolution 5. But this is only the first of 2 Chikara Showcase matches, and this is a first-time ever encounter between Green Ant and Frightmare, 2 of Chikara's top technicals.
But right now it's Green Ant with a roll-up. He hits the 2 count on that front face lock, the 2 of them exchanging holds. Of course, we've seen Frightmare a number of times in the past here in AIW. So we saw him one-on-one with Luis Diamante at one point. We've seen him make multiple trips.
Well, you know, I said this was a first-time encounter. This is one of Green Ant's first ever singles matches as well, too. I mean, normally he's with his partners, Fire Ant and Soldier Ant in the Colony.
Indeed, we've seen representatives of the Colony previously here in AIW. But a very unique, as you said, to see one of the Colony in singles competition. And right now, Frightmare grounding Green Ant with that front face lock. Green Ant countering out, though, looking for submission of his own.
Let's not forget that Soldier Ant and Fire Ant were the Campeones de Parejas until the BDK of Claudio Castagnoli and Aries took the titles away from him. And we're going to have representatives from the BDK in the second Chikara Showcase match later on tonight. It's going to be Tim Downs and Pinky Sanchez.
But right now, it's these 2, the mutual respect showed early on, and both of them looking to start off strong, looking to establish quite a bit. You gotta think that even though this victory would come in Absolute Intense Wrestling and a Chikara Showcase, it would do a lot for either man's career at this point.
You know, these guys are a very, very similar style. They like to go hold for hold. I mean, right there, they both had the same idea, going for a shoulder tackle. Neither guy budging. That time, though, Green Ant might have been able to trip Frightmare.
Green Ant sending Frightmare to the ropes now. The arm drag sending him all the way over, but Frightmare being swept to his feet. Arm drag sending Green Ant over as he looked to roll free.
Green Ant up and over, now going off those ropes, able to maintain positioning, able to take over with that arm drag. I mean, Chikara, again, very influenced by that Lucha Libre style, but again, these guys are so well matched that, you know, a lot of times they got the same idea.
Frightmare now caught in a wheelbarrow position, countering out, rolling through, rolling all the way over to that Cruiserweight style roll up, now back the other way.
I mean, what you're going to see out of these guys is a lot of near falls. Because let's face it, whether it's early on or later in the match, anytime you can get that pin, you might as well walk home with the winner's purse and the W, right? The fans here at the West Park Party Center, they appreciate what they're seeing so far.
And once again, that show of respect between the 2 young up-and-comers in Chikara. Green Ant with the reversal of the Irish whip. But it's Frightmare coming up and over with the Rana, sending Green Ant using that bottom rope to keep himself from hitting the floor. Managing to keep himself in.
Just stalking his prey, planning on his next move. Gonna set him off the ropes, corner to corner.
Corner but nobody home. Green Ant out of the way and sending himself head over heels, driving that head into Frightmare's sternum.
Now Green Ant loves to use his head to strike. And that was just the first of what I would assume the many offensive maneuvers that he's going to be looking for, trying to put that head to use.
Frightmare the reversal on Green Ant, but Green Ant rolling all the way through that wrist lock, takes him over, sending the outside.
Green Ant just waiting for Frightmare to get in the perfect position.
And you see
kicking him.
And see that baseball slide drop kick. Kicking the leg out from underneath Frightmare and taking him to the floor now.
You know, you can never anticipate what your opponent is going to do next, but you still want to try and plan 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead.
You were talking about those head strike pills, those headbutts right there. And then using his body as a weapon, just sending himself that splash as Frightmare had nowhere to go, pinned up against that ringside barricade.
Again, 2 fan favorites doing whatever they can to leave it all on the line. And just a headbutt to the knee.
And then following up with that spinning toe hold, dropping all of his weight down, forcing that leg across, and as you said, using his head as a weapon on the knee, now transitioning over.
5 minutes gone by in this contest, 5 minutes.
And again, these guys took flight early on, but right back, hold for hold, and going right into a pin. Only a 2 count.
The Green Ant not giving any separation, transitioning right from that submission into that vertical press. Right there. Both of them countering each other. Green Ant rolling through.
Look at that submission hold. He's got the arms tied up, applying pressure on the neck. Frightmare has no escape. He's going to have to try and get to the ropes. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Frightmare does, and Green Ant a little bit of disbelief. Then he managed to get to the ropes, that forearm strike right across the jaw. Green Ant, Irish whip across to the far corner, following and catching the drop kick as Frightmare looks to escape from the corner. And once again, that time dropping all of his body weight, that splash down across the knee before going right back to that spinning toe hold.
I mean, both of these guys, relative newcomers here to the wrestling game. Frightmare with a little bit more experience. Let's not forget, this guy was voted the 2009 Wrestler Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's going to be huge prestige over every other wrestler that debuted in 2009.
But right now, it's Green Ant looking to win the exchange of going home for home. We saw him transition that full Nelson into the half
Oh,
Nelson.
going for that stump puller. Crossing the legs. Frightmare can be done here. And imagine to get a win over the Rookie of the Year 2009. What a feather in the cap that would be. Or the feather in the mask. I don't even know what I'm saying right now for Green Ant.
Well, especially for a guy like Green Ant, as we said, known for his work within the colony, not known for his work as a singles competitor.
And he's still taking the fight to Frightmare.
Frightmare looking to make that long crawl across the ring, but just like that, as he seemed within reach of the ropes.
Now he's got an Indian deadlock applied. Again, these guys going hold for hold. In Frightmare, this guy's going to want to use the ropes for most of his aerial, assault. If he's not able to base off his legs, that part of his strategy is eliminated. But now the crowd at the West Park Party Center is coming alive with Frightmare.
Roll back in, Frightmare reaching for those ropes, and look at Green Ant, looking exactly where he is, tying up that wrist and forcing it all the way back. This time, though, allowing Frightmare to get to that bottom rope, you can see realizing his own mistake, but quick to stay on the offensive is Green Ant, quick to stay right on top of Frightmare.
By breaking the hold, that gave him an opportunity to go after something else. I don't know if going straight for straight with Frightmare is a good idea, unless he's going after that headbutt that we've already seen most effectively.
So Frightmare, counter out, a unique counter to the Iron attempt, catching that floating rear neck breaker.
Yeah, Green Ant didn't even know what Frightmare was, but caught with that neck breaker hard.
Wow, heading in with that lariat hits as he's elevated by Green Ant too.
Green Ant still manages to get the shoulder off on that. And Frightmare, his leg giving out.
Starting to feel the effects of that offense. But now looking
Looking
to
for
size
a
up.
suplex.
Green Ant countering out though. Looking to reverse all the way over. And depositing him.
Almost like an arm trap Olympic slam. Is that going to do it? Not enough.
Green Ant trying to figure out what it's going to take, going right back to the offensive on those legs.
Thought he might have been going for a jackknife pin, but it's pretty clear. He's got the Texas Cloverleaf.
Looking at the pole, he finds himself rolled up. And just manages to get that shoulder off the mat on the one count.
Well, that's one of his favorite moves to go for. That's a common counter that Frightmare tried to get, so not surprised that he was so quick to escape. Now he's got it cinched in. Wadsworth, I'll tell you what, it's just a matter of time before Frightmare gives it up at this point.
And Frightmare has a long way to go to get to those ropes. She saw Green Ant turn him away, but he seems to have lost his leverage just long enough for Frightmare to get to that bottom rope. And Frightmare still trying to get that leg back underneath him. Green Ant giving him no time, staying on top of him. That knife edge chop. Green Ant with the whip across. Frightmare managing to set himself up and over, looking for that crucifix roll up, and he catches it. 1, 2. And Drew Taylor right on top of it, saying it's only a 2 count.
Well, that was Frightmare's best opportunity yet. Now, trying to go for that moonsault double knee, missing.
Moonsault double knees, and all of his body weight coming down to that leg.
Whoa! Rough headbutt.
And now it's Green Ant headed up to the second rope. Frightmare
Maybe go for a diving headbutt.
trying to get the body weight back over him. And now looking ahead up top, you can see just how wobbly that left leg is.
10 minutes gone by in this contest. 10 minutes.
Frightmare managing to get himself up there. That adrenaline kicking in, giving him just enough of that burst to fight off that injury to the knee. Now holding on for dear life, but the headbutt sends him flying. Renan up to the top.
Oh! Notice for diving headbutt connected with the splash. Right there, did you see how he's able to
got out though? There's the